never.
He always comes down.
Most guys do though, but those dudes that go up, poor guys, fighting against a dude with more skeletal muscle than they got body weight.
Mm-hmm.
I like those socks, by the way.
Appreciate you, man.
Slick.
Yeah, man.
You ain't showing on mine. And you been killing my Facebook wall. Killing. I be dying.
Good.
I be too busy to clap back.
I'm sharing them all to the groups.
Where did you go live from? Yours?
Nah, that's on just your phone, bro.
You went live on the show page?
Man, we on Yo Live, bro.
It ain't pulling up on my computer. That's why.
I'm sharing the.
I believe you, player.
My boy, Dre. Good game, my boy. Good
There
game.
you go. There you go.
You got it. My boy, Dre. Dre was out there hitting him. Good game, for sure.
When you coming back on, Dre?
I know we got to get him back.
You playing?
He definitely he putting in work in that K1 though.
Take a key up in this bitch. 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 Take a key up in this bitch.
Learn the ABCs of selling. Always be selling. How he said, Jesus.
Gotta get this money, bitch. 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 Don't be acting funny, bitch. Don't be acting funny, bitch.
Welcome back to the All In Show.
Yeah.
Of course, I am your host, Hollywood Hardwell.
Yeah.
And we got with us the live is the dopest, the realest, the illest.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be like him and love him.
Hold on.
Broke Dusty.
What's happening?
Yeah, what's good, bro?
How you feeling?
Man, I'm trying to change the perspective, bro.
What you mean?
You gonna be everybody's best friend by the time I'm done.
Stop it.
All the jobs and all the friends.
Man, we've been on a 2-week hiatus.
Uh,
We back though.
live.
Starting back with a. Can we cuss on it?
It's your show.
With a motherfucking legend. Second time. I be asking the guests, you know what I'm saying? Just to make sure.
Yeah.
But we back. We back again. Legend for the second time.
We don't introduce a legend.
No sir.
So again, if you can give us your name, your hometown, your favorite famous athletes, your zodiac sign, and if you have an Android or iPhone. It's right here for you to see it.
I'm Kris Calmese.
Yeah!
Next
Hometown.
hometown is South Side of Chicago, and I got to throw in Pacesetter of Riverdale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Shout out.
And,
Favorite famous athletes.
probably Roy Jones, LeBron James.
Roy Jones.
Yeah.
Make it look like
Body
nobody.
head back.
Guys, boy.
Yeah. LeBron James for sure.
Yeah. Go.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who your favorite athlete, bro?
Mine?
Yeah.
Ali, Mike Allstott,
Oh,
work done. I'm Tampa Bay bias.
yeah.
But
Trent Dilfer.
Trent.
Yo, win with him?
Warren Sapp.
Marvin Hagler. He was pretty dope at his time.
Yeah.
Probably prime time. Dion.
Yeah.
All around.
Yeah. Jerry Rice being there too.
Zodiac.
Aries.
Your favorite.
Like that. or in Ayurvedic.
Hey, I appreciate y'all watching today.
You a March
This
one
comes
or
to conclusion.
April one?
March.
Okay.
This comes to conclusion. I appreciate you.
Barely missed the Pisces. but
And the
it's all
most
good.
Westbrook
Yeah.
from your nephew.
Yeah, that's my
Devin.
boy. Yeah, Westbrook too, for sure.
Android or iPhone?
Droid.
All-
iPhones break
all
when you sneeze.
day.
Not sneeze. I'm too active. I feel like
All day.
iPhones are for people that just don't
Hey.
do anything physical.
No, don't come on here cuz putting on no Aries signs. All day I've been on a tear.
What you
I've been
mean?
winning.
You haven't.
I have. Like the last 3.
The whole house at your auntie house had all iPhones.
hated
It was like 5
I hated
iPhones in there.
I hated it.
That was our last show.
I hated it. I tried to block it out. Hey, by the way, give my auntie a kidney.
Shout out to AT. Give her a kidney,
For sure.
man. Somebody.
So before we get started, you do have everyone knows you for the gym. You do have a recently opened restaurant. I know that we are here to talk health. We're not focusing on the restaurant itself,
Right.
but the beginning of health.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
bust some myths up. So before we do that, let's give your restaurant a tag. So, what's the name of the restaurant?
Beng, B-E-N-G. Our website is bengfoods.com.
Okay. What's your restaurant mission?
So the word Beng stands for Bridging Earth's Nutritional Gaps. And our goal is to get people to learn what it really means to get enough nutrition a day, and learn what moderation actually means. So it's not just some everything in moderation talk. It's really more like, well, what do you mean by moderation in these things? What amounts for each subject? So.
And we ain't coming for me this episode, by the way. I was at location.
Hey.
I was in location.
What do you say, moderation?
We're there Monday through Saturday. Monday through Friday, 12 noon to 7 p.m.
All right.
And Saturdays from noon to 5 p.m.
Okay.
I spend Sundays prepping, making these highly nutritious veggie burgers that taste really good and have like a 30 a day's value of magnesium, there's iron, and high quality protein and omega-3s for brain health, and really big for people who have hyperactivity and ADD, ADHD. So.
Anything else you want to tag you guys serve? You want to throw out there? You said burgers.
Oh yeah, we have gyros. My cucumber dill ranch sauce is off the charts on there. We have tacos. They're really good. Probably second most sold thing, and then our tonics are the most sold thing that we have. They like heal things.
Right.
We got a strong following of folks with Crohn's disease, digestive issues, diverticulitis. Like you name it. I had a few families that had like a breakout of stomach flu. Gave them a bunch of tonics, gone in 45 minutes. Like it's pretty
Super tonic.
I came in here coughing crazy.
Yeah.
I had the ginger tonic. I ain't coughing like 25, 30 minutes.
Super tonic.
Yeah,
Oh, it's real.
Yeah, so it's a really dope product, and so like I think that's really where we really should be putting our focus right now. Is because like people need it. You know, like the more health issues people have, the more they feel the effect of the tonic. Turns your food into natural energy, improves mental clarity, help you sleep better by the end of the night. I mean, all kinds of things. I mean, improve your absorption of nutrients. Improve your gut flora. There's a cough. All kinds of things.
I ain't say it was going all the way.
All kinds of things. So like, it just takes
I was
like
like
consistency. Yeah. But it's good for you. You know, we try to like
up.
get the word out there.
For sure.
Hopefully, get in some schools and really show the effect of what we're offering, the brain food aspect of our approach.
That's love. That's love. So everybody knows you for the gym. We all know you have your gym credentials. What are your food credentials?
I went to the Cooking and Hospitality Institute of Chicago.
The who?
The Cooking and Hospitality Institute of Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Back in 1997.
Yeah. 97?
Yeah, so I spent a lot of years just cooking growing up with my siblings because I had to. And then, so I over the years, my health became more of a significant subject after family members suffered from really significant things.
Yeah.
I had to become realistic about my genetic disposition and start making choices of myself so I wouldn't succumb to some of these things. I learned more over the years. Then I found out it was food. And so I studied from a really renowned microbiologist and a medical doctor and a chiropractor who helped me to like get a lot of this information.
Right.
And so through statistical evidence and studying epigenetics and how our behaviors affect our results in our lives, I kind of created a way to talk health that works for whatever angle a person is trying to take. But I don't really do a whole lot of bodybuilding talk. I've mentored a few bodybuilders that have done pretty well, but it's not something that I can, because it's not really a healthy behavior to do. Right. It's, it's purely aesthetic. And so outside of that, yeah, I talk health.
That's what's up. That's definitely what's up. Jatan Chester says, good evening, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Victor Baptist says, that's Beng, an amazing concept.
Big.
Tony Wilson says, Beng with a whole bunch of hearts.
Tony, Miss Tony.
Brittany.
Brittany who?
She said, what up, guys? Our homie Brittany. All of us love Brittany. Brittany Monique.
What's up, girl?
And Gina Lambert says, life-changing.
They had some classes, some marijuana classes. I asked her if she threw them. She said no.
You be playing, bro?
Yeah, man. I thought that was dope, though.
You playing, Brittany. You playing.
Let's get it.
Okay, so let's break down some healthy eating for beginners. So this isn't a vegan conversation. This isn't any special diet conversation. This is just regular eating.
Right.
What are whole foods?
Okay, so whole foods means when you eat a food, you have to ask yourself where it grew or if it grew. So if you say watermelon now later, nothing in there ever grew anywhere. It was never watermelon. It was never a seed, so it's definitely not a whole food.
Right.
Apple juice is not a whole food.
Why is apple juice not a whole food?
Because it's not an apple.
So it
And
needs the
factory,
whole.
right? A factory took those apples, added preservatives, added a bunch like orange juice. There's orange juices out there that they found out causes cancer, and people are winning lawsuits over that now.
Over orange juice.
Over orange juice, yeah. So it's like there's a lot in this world of like consumption that have led people to an enormous amount of myths, so that people have not really found concrete answers. So that's why I think what I do fits in. You know?
No, yeah, definitely. Shout out to cousin Tim. He said, "What up, nephew? What up, cuz?" Brittany said, "No,
Nephew.
you're not getting high in her class."
All right.
So why are whole foods better for your body? What makes the orange better than the orange juice?
So, several reasons. One, when a machine factory processes anything, it removes something of benefit.
Okay.
So like whole wheat flour and white flour, they remove gluten. They remove all the protein and the nutrients from it. All that's left is gluten.
Okay.
With oranges, what makes up the orange is the fiber. And the vitamin C that's in the juice isn't exactly absorbed as appropriately as it would be if it had been absorbed with the naturally occurring fiber that is in that fruit.
Okay.
Another thing is that the fiber in that food is designed to move things through your stomach.
Right.
On top of that, the things that make the color and the texture and the smell of a fruit are something called phytochemicals.
Right.
And the body uses those to help support and promote a healthy, what's called an intestinal flora or gut flora or microbiota. It's when people take probiotics and stuff, that's what they're talking about. In reality, you're outnumbered actually in cellular matter to the microbiota. You may have 10 billion cells, whereas there's like anywhere from 5 to 10 trillion living, breathing microbiota. Yeah,
damn.
they outnumber
In
you.
him too?
Yeah, they affect your
probably
mind,
got more.
yeah, your digestion, your immune system,
Right.
your ability to ward off things. They fight off viruses, they
Man.
fight off yeast.
All from
bad
eating
bacteria.
the orange from the peel
Right,
instead of drinking the orange,
Right.
just the juice.
right. And so like taking a vitamin C supplement pales in comparison to the benefit of eating oranges.
Okay. So this is more on a molecular level.
Yeah,
From
the
eating the
development
actual-
in the body.
On a
yeah,
what?
Yeah,
Molecular.
I see.
I know words now. The third and fourth graders been on me in my inbox. No thing said nothing yet.
So yeah, it really is intense, and also too, your stomach acid, the pH of the stomach acid, when you chew a fruit or a food, whatever the food is, depending on how processed it is and how whole food it is, it tells the stomach acid to raise the pH to process that food.
Right.
So if you eat lots of, like, say, fried chicken and Doritos and things like that, and Oreos, there's no identification level for your stomach acid to shoot to really understand how to get nutrition from that, because there's no
Because
nutrition
it ain't in it. Right.
nothing in it. So it fires up high, which creates IBS and different type of digestive issues, inflammatory issues, and so whole foods cause none of that. And so that's kind of where we got to start when we discuss like human health. What are you eating that's not processed? How many fresh greens are you eating a day? How much fresh fruit? How many nuts and seeds? And how many avocados? On a daily basis. And so these are things people miss, and then we don't know that a lot of these things affect our minds, our hormones, our sleep, digestion, the skin, the memory, your ability to handle pressure in life. I mean, all kinds of things.
Right. So a lot of times you hear people who are on a diet, they say they don't want to eat. calorie dense foods, right? And recently, it's been a big push to eat nutrient dense foods. Almost what?
You got it, boy.
What's the difference between the two? A calorie dense versus a nutrients dish.
It's a market being created to make people more confused. Neither of those should be against each other at all, because you shouldn't demonize calories. A food that's calorie dense can actually be really nutrient dense as well, like sweet potato,
right?
And fresh corn, like they are truly nutrient dense,
right?
And
what makes fresh corn different than cooked corn?
So no, it's not cooked or fresh. It just really depends on machine operation and genetic modified organisms and all that concept.
A whole nother lesson.
The pesticide, the amount of pesticides they spray down on it. Right. I'm not even gonna get it.
We're not gonna do that. For sure.
A whole other subject, bro. Jesus.
So how many vegetables should I be eating?
It depends on your body size and your activity level.
Why you look at me real hard when you said your body size? He was like, it depends on your body size.
Because it does. I weigh right now I'm like 223, 224, and like for me to just sustain physical muscle, I have to eat maybe like 4 or 5 servings a day just to sustain.
Of just vegetables.
Yeah, and then if I'm training, I need like maybe 7 or 8.
Okay.
You know,
Damn.
and so like nobody gets that, and then they wonder why they have, flatulence. Also too, like when your feces is really awfully horrible smelling consistently, that's often just the smell of your insides. It hasn't been enough fresh vegetables to move those things out. So people think, corn doesn't break down. Yes, it does. You do get the nutrients. What you see at the end is the fiber that it's made out of that moves the stuff in your gut out.
You took everything off of it was supposed to.
Yeah. So calorie rich and nutrient dense they do not have to be against each other. They actually can be the same subject. You know, you really like, people are afraid of calories because they're afraid to gain weight, but in actuality, they're afraid to do exercise that burns the calories, that builds the muscle, that consumes the fat. And so we miss that whole process. Instead of building the muscular structure that will consume the fat that we have a problem with, we're so busy trying to lose the fat, and we're still as physically weak as we were in the first place, and the body still breaks down and has problems. So you got to build the muscle. That's the approach.
That makes a lot of sense.
Got to build the muscle. It's not about, muscle is not superficial. People have made it into this thing like, you lose one, look swole as hell. It's not the subject, bro. Like, it's what people do, but like, in actuality, professional bodybuilders do not have longer life expectancies than people who are morbidly obese.
Been passing away lately.
Yeah, it's always been that way though. They always have. You know, people, it was steroids. No, it's not. You guys was eating beef for breakfast every day with eggs. I mean, you had 6 days worth of cholesterol in breakfast alone. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, think about it. It builds up, and then we don't like to call it out for what it is. You know. Like, it just is what it is. It's not healthy.
Can you be healthy? Can you eat healthy and still be overweight?
Well, if someone was 400 pounds and they start eating healthy that week, would they suddenly be underweight?
Probably not.
No. So that's an appropriate question. Really, the question is, can you eat healthy and stay overweight? No. That's if you're not exercising at all and you're just sitting still and you're not burning any calories. Yeah, you may gain some pounds.
Okay.
But if you're moving and doing activity and you eating healthy, you can't. It's not really possible, because how can you gain weight eating 6 cups of spinach?
This is true.
How? You know what I'm saying? How can you gain weight eating an apple and then a banana? That's not going to make you obese. It's not going to make you have diabetes. It's not going to give you high blood. It's not going to do it right. If you're exercising, oh my God, you're going to burn that off in the first 10 minutes. Like, oh my God, I should have ate more. You know.
When I shout out to Will Williams, he was in the comments earlier.
Oh, man.
Will had me do the 21-day raw fruits and vegetable challenge. And when I tell y'all, I was eating fruit and vegetables raw like it was no tomorrow. I couldn't stop eating. I'm like, man, I'm gonna
stay away
blow
from
up.
The toilet either.
Couldn't stay away from the toilet. And then them 21 days, I lost like 28 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm eating nonstop all day.
It's fiber, you know, and then you're getting like this vast array of branched chain amino acids, so your body's assimilating them to still make proteins too. Right. But if you're really eating a lot, though, you know what I mean?
I was eating a lot.
So, but then, like, over time, it's not real sustainable. because you like need certain things.
Right.
So like I would suggest if you did something like that over, like just make it breakfast, make a whole lot of it for breakfast, then a few more fruit with lunch, and then have some other sustainable things, and then at dinner time have like the bulk of your proteins. Have a good sized dinner, just not within 4 hours of bedtime.
For sure.
Your body should be able to, if you really want to like be in a lower calorie approach to lose some weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, you really have to be in a caloric surplus to build muscle. You have to have excess.
And muscle burns fat.
Right.
Muscle
And
loses
if
fat.
you consume anywhere under 1,600 calories, 1,500 calories, shoot, if you're a small person, 1,200, I would say, like, you're taking away calories that were meant to use to beat your heart and move your digestion and make your brain function and sustain your muscle. And so when people do that to lose weight, they lose muscle, they get headaches, super irritable, hangry, just hangry all the time. Like, and I'm fine. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out my way! You know what I mean? Losing their minds. Like people think that caloric deficiency, bro, you lose your mind.
Because your body can't function right.
Man, bro.
Literally, your brain is literally screaming at
Like
you.
seriously, like
Well,
you
how
don't
they
want
used
your
to
doctor to
function.
be in a caloric deficit. You don't want your police officers to be in a caloric deficit. You don't want your
for
firefighters
real.
to be in a caloric deficit because that is
You don't want Hollywood.
just stress. You don't want to be a
Well, Hollywood,
teacher
no
and be in a caloric
caloric
deficit.
deficit.
Imagine the stress, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So
Man,
like,
that time you had me juice for them days. Woo.
man, you gotta eat.
I was
You need
angry.
calories. Your body
That
like
sky just keeps skying. I don't know why. It's got a sky so much all in the air with the sky. Y'all see that sky?
why the toilet's so cold? No, but
One should
really,
be
yeah.
happy.
Tears you up, man, and it's something that people do
Yeah.
for an appearance, though. And so,
Yeah.
like when you talking health and all that stuff, most people don't give a crap about health. They just want to look a certain
Look
kind of
good,
way.
yeah.
Right.
Dudes want to look like they're muscular and got big chests. That's why dudes have weak backs and funny looking chests because they're in benching all the time and don't do enough back work or
Right.
legs.
They all come together.
Always got bad knees. The dudes that lift the most in the gym always got to have a belt on even when they walk into the gym because the back always weak and they barely getting down. It's really intense how many people sacrifice their health because they want to look a certain kind of way. So like,
makes sense.
my space is in about the inside. You know what I mean? Connect your mind to your body.
Right.
My athletes, I don't do the whole, all right, let's get the protein shakes. You know what I'm saying? Let's max out on our bench.
Because that doesn't get you where?
It doesn't get you. Yeah, it puts you in a space where you don't have what you need.
Genetics. What do genetics play when it comes to healthy eating and your actual body type and body weight?
So a gene is like 90% what it requires to live on Earth. It's like you're 72% genetically identical to a fish.
Right.
You're 88% genetically identical to a silverback gorilla, 94% to a chimp.
I'm like 99 to a polar bear, but I'm what you can.
Right.
Yeah.
But so there's that part. And then there's the little like 9-10% that's left over, maybe a little less, is called the allele, and that holds all of it. Your personality traits from your family, your addiction issues, the 20-30 years of trauma you carry from your people in your past and your bloodlines,
Right.
your skin tone, your hair texture, your eye color, the way that your facial
That
hair
small
grows,
amount.
that
That's
one
what we fight
small
over.
part, right? And so within that is like all of your history of people that have ever created you.
Right.
And so,
Shout out to my mom and my dad.
Shout out.
right. So all of them, I don't got either one of them anymore. All those people
R.I.P.
are a part of you,
Right.
and a lot of people don't know how to accept that. Like they really are part of what you are. So like if you say have a background of like slavery, there's a good chance you might have a little anger in there,
Right.
a little tension.
Right.
If you have a background of molestation, there's a good chance you may have a little anxiety with that gender.
So it genetically carries through.
Yeah, so genetics are way more than just like this dude's just ripped about genetics.
Right.
Because it's a good chance that dude also was a kid racing everybody.
Right.
He was also a kid who was jumping over the fence
Flipping
and
and
doing that right. It wasn't genetic. It was just he really just performed effort. Because I got a few kids actually who don't have athletes in their family, and they're like jumping out the gym right now just from training.
Right.
So you can absolutely change it. Like you can alter your genetics by continually eating fast food and give your children the propensity to have cancer and all kinds of issues and addiction to those foods.
Right.
So yeah.
So I know you have a meatless, vegan, primarily restaurant. I don't know. I don't want to.
Plant-based.
Plant-based. There we go. I don't know what the words to use, right?
I stick with plant-based. Vegan is something people catch on to. Vegan literally just means it's without animal products.
That's all.
That doesn't make it healthy. But
Do you have to cut out meat to be healthy?
No. So, well, first, healthy is relative to the individual you're speaking to.
Okay.
So if you have a 500-pound person, just not eating a cheeseburger is healthy.
This is a start for sure.
Right. Or just having an apple is healthy. But whereas someone who has been running all along and they develop cancer, the subject of healthy consumption changes completely. You cannot eat sugars. You cannot eat fried foods. You cannot eat processed foods. Your toxicity consumption and things that you put on your skin all matter because you can't add toxicity, which is a big subject nobody discusses.
Right.
You know, the stuff we put in our hair, the stuff we put on our skin, the things we drink, the things we eat, the toxicity of all of those things accumulate in massive numbers inside of your body, and that is the subject of cancer. And so everybody doesn't have the genetic propensity to handle all that stuff for a really long time.
Right.
Sometimes kids get it at younger ages because of how much the parents did.
Brandon Woods says this is the interview that people need.
B. Woods.
Yeah.
My
for sure.
man.
Anything but Michigan. We can talk
Anything
about
but Michigan.
anything.
Except for
Jair.
Jair.
Let me tell you about Brandon Woods. I trained this dude. He hadn't played ball, organized for a while, and we trained and we got it in. We kind of like beat him up a little bit. And this dude was like jumping over cars and dunking on 10.5-foot rims. Jumping over cars.
They say he a GOAT up in Marion. They say he one of the GOATs.
So
1,000 points in
He
high
picked
school.
bad college teams.
Yeah. I don't know. Well,
boy,
he might like the colors or
That's
something.
what it is.
My man.
Gotta be.
Shout
Maybe he
out
like
to
losing.
Woods.
They was losing for a long time. And that's maybe when
They
he
won
got-
the last couple of years, so
that's
he's
his team
excited.
too, right?
Ohio State been busting their head.
And I'm on,
Come on,
boy.
now. Since
Moving
Stressel.
on. Moving on.
Somebody said, Maryland. I don't want to ruin your last name, Maryland. She said, "Go blue, love this."
To it. Yeah. Man,
How you say it? To it?
Yeah. She's a beautiful soul.
Shout out.
We're going to get off Michigan. My bad.
How important is drinking water?
It's only second to breathing.
Why you say it like that?
Because I got something for you. How important is it to go against Michigan?
Very important.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. How important is water? Second to breathing.
Second to breathing. It's and nobody does it. So we're talking about. Have anybody ever seen like just a movie of what the brain looks like?
No.
Like in school.
Like anything you saw what it looked like?
Yeah.
What was the texture?
It was like it's I can't think of it. It's like it's not slimy and gooey, but
Moist.
they say it's like
Yeah.
it's just
Drenched
like a
in
spongy
Like,
kind of.
right, but
Yeah.
it's moist, right? It's because it's like mostly made of water.
Okay.
So when you stop drinking water, where do you think the moisture comes from that moistens your brain?
Water.
Every single person out here who knows a coroner or anyone who performs autopsies will tell you straight out what a dry brain looks like.
What does it look like? Leather?
It's darker in
Leather.
color.
Just felt like it's
It's
leather.
dry. I mean, and imagine.
Or ramen.
Think about this. Your brain is moist as if it's dry. How does it send signals throughout your body healthily?
It's not
Heart
moving.
beating,
Yeah.
digestion,
It's
movement,
hard.
muscle developing, sleep.
So your brain
coordinating.
can dehydrate.
Your whole body does.
Yeah.
You ever have a dog and not give it water for an extended period of time? You ever see what they do? They lose their minds. So do humans.
Brian Chauvin says, shout out to Brian. He says, doesn't the water you get from fruit, isn't that
So-
more healthier than drinking water?
No. So the water from fruit, first off, you would need like 30 apples to get enough water
Damn.
in a day.
Right.
Because
I
of
eat
one
five-
apple,
Aladdin.
like it.
one apple might give you a quarter cup to a half, maybe a third of a cup of water.
For sure.
If you
So,
juice
like-
fruits, you understand what he's saying.
So, right. As soon as you blend it, it's like this little drop, and you're like, I need 3 more of these mugs to even get a glass. So that's one. 2, the nutrients in it are absolutely profound. They heal, they help the cells develop properly because of the compounds in them. Absolutely. However, your organs are filters. Every organ is designed to filter or get rid of or keep your body safe from something. The filters need to be filtered.
Makes sense.
in a sense where they don't have to clean anything out of what's going through them, and that is what water is for.
For sure.
So it'll flush out the toxins, help flush out some of those parasites, help flush out a lot of the bacteria, build up and inflammation, toxins that you consume. That's what water is for. When you run and you sweat, and that sweat's coming out, that's from the water you just drank.
What is the recommended amount of water a person should drink?
So the kidneys can't process more than 1 liter of water per hour.
Okay.
So if you're not working out, no more than 1 liter an hour, and try to accumulate half your body weight in ounces.
Right.
So I weigh about 223, 224. I need 112 ounces of water a day if I'm not working out.
Right.
So I break that out. I usually do. I have this 64 ounce, that black container right there.
Yeah.
That I drink. I try to drink it once in the morning and half. So I have about 2 hours before I go to work, and so I drink half in 1 hour, half in another hour. I usually stretch in the first hour. Then I fill it up again when I leave, and I make sure I finish that. So that's 128 ounces.
And you drink your water early, not through the day. You try to get it all early.
Half of it early.
Okay.
So like just 2 liters in 2 hours. So it's a thing. I'm just constantly drinking it and stretching, get showered, drinking the water, prepping my food, drinking the water, and I really get after it for a couple. I read my book and drink the water, and meditate, and then come out of it and hydrate. Because I'm aware that when you slept, there was no water consumed if you're doing it right.
Right.
And
what do you mean by doing it right?
If you're hydrating enough throughout the day, you will not be thirsty while you sleep. So people who don't drink enough water often drink a lot of water at nighttime, which affects your circadian rhythm, which is how you sleep, how your brain conceives the pattern of sleep. And so by drinking water or eating within 4 hours of bedtime, it disrupts your sleep pattern by continuing your digestion when it should be settled down by the time you go to bed. So I made sure that I ate my dinner and stuff before we came here, so I had my 4 hour window. And so that'll affect your aging process, your processing of fats, your hormones, all kinds of things.
I gotta work on that.
We all gotta work on these things.
I know that I drink enough water a day. I don't have that problem. Just sometimes I move more than I need. Not more than I need, but I get busy.
And you need to get more water.
And I need more water, and I don't get it in enough time.
Right.
So then by the end of the night, I'm like, oh, let me get this water.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. Well, everything you just explained.
The problem is that we don't take into account that the you that's you is not the skin, color, texture, not the heart beating, lungs inflating at all. It's the light behind your eyes. And so the light behind the eyes it kind of has that infinity feeling, like it's eternal, like nothing could ever hurt it.
Right.
But it's inside of a body that's finite, and how you treat that body will have absolute results.
Okay.
And so that's where the moderation approach is so crucial, and you need to have the clear, defined moderation structure.
Okay, that makes sense. I want to get back to talking to meat because I know a lot of people, when they hear you, the whole vegan thing and the plant-based thing, right? And then we got thrown off because we was hating on Michigan proudly. What type of meats are better choice meats?
Go blue. I would say.
Why you sneeze like that on the show? Edit that out. Put one of them bombs.
I would say the best meat there is the one that comes from the farmer.
Okay.
I know some farmers. Anybody just hit me up. I know a dude that's got some chickens. They'll find you chickens, but you want to get one from a farmer. You want to kind of find out what they're feeding it. So one farmer I know, they're feeding it our leftover scraps of the vegetables from the kitchen. And so like their pigs are fed that, the chickens, so you can get a higher quality of an animal from them. Also too, like the animals that you buy in store, no matter what, they're all females. So like everybody's just got an overconsumption of estrogen. And so like people equate masculinity with muscular, and it really isn't a masculine thing, because like muscle is just muscle. It doesn't make you more masculine or more virile or
I was trying to tell
tougher or anything like that.
The muscle just muscle, bro.
It's just
it don't
muscle,
make you
but
masculine
it
or virile.
holds your body together.
Yeah. It just holds your body together.
Yeah, it keeps you from having problems, knee problems, ankle problems.
I'm with you, bro. I got to do it for the show. Brad, you Houston asks, what do you do? Shout out to Fred. That 80s versus 90s
my
party
boy,
was live.
Fred.
Man, he threw it down.
Fred, on my table, bro.
Yeah, he need his table back, Fred. Or you got to pay us the
Somebody
next.
stole my table, fam.
Fred said, what do you
Goddamn.
do to filter out the fluoridation in tap water?
Oh, everybody, fluoridation. Everybody has that issue, actually. So, so it depends on whether or not.
Oh, yeah.
So it depends on whether or not you're willing to invest in the proper machine to do it.
Okay.
Like the
What
Britas
you
or something?
Yeah, but Brita doesn't really do it.
You need something to take it all the way down to nothing.
Yeah, but then the problem is that it often eliminates a lot of the minerals, so people reintroduce minerals, so it's not really naturally acquired.
So we processing the water.
Yeah. So
Fred,
like,
don't process the water.
So
Just buy the water.
Bottled
try
water.
to,
I mean, if you boil your water, I mean, you at least eliminate all the nonsense that's in that water. But having fluoride in your toothpaste and having, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you kind of, I would say the best idea is to reduce what you can in the meantime until you can invest in something like that. But to get rid of the fluoridated toothpaste first.
You've been doing great, and these answers and the people talking, they're really into you.
They're really into them, bro.
They are, man. Your cousin in here fighting. Brittany standing up for us. How you talking about that?
Yeah.
Woo! So I want to skip some of the questions I have, but I want to hit major points for you. Sugar drinks like soda and fruit drinks, why are they so harmful?
It's just sugar, and
Okay.
the body has no need for any of that at all.
Okay.
We really need water, and so like those sugary drinks, that's got to be something you do on like your holidays. You know what I mean? Like just all the bad food. Like everybody wants. So people, when we were kids, we had a lot of time. Most times, kids have restrictions, and like when I grow up, I'm gonna eat all this stuff all day, every day, because I can, because I'm gonna eat whatever I want.
They ain't let me eat
right?
nothing.
Right, yeah. And so we end up living
I ain't
that.
asking for nothing.
We create this weird mindset where we're like, I can only eat bad. You know what I'm saying? Like every single bite has to be bad.
Right.
I don't want to try that. It don't taste like anything. That's not real food. Like,
Man, they get on my nerves. That rabbit
that's
food.
not real food. No, it's actually,
You never said that. I appreciate
it's
that.
silverback food actually, but it's really intense how people are demonized. So that's really, we're working against like childhood asphyxiations.
I got to work on that.
No, for real.
That's true. Because a lot of times in my head, I am because I can.
right. Lemon heads, baby. That was my thing.
I am
love lemon
because I
heads.
can. There are many who say eating too much fruit can cause diabetic problems. What do you say to that?
It's just people who don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
People
In health?
People who
Oh,
don't
you can't
know.
eat that. You can't eat that many oranges and apples. You can't because
I ain't never.
Do they? When people say
you don't want to take on all them
He's
carbs.
lying, bro.
whenever
I'm not making that up.
it's crazy. So anytime anybody ever has that opinion, make sure you ask them if they own a business bigger than Jenny Craig or Weight Watchers. Because Jenny Craig and Weight Watchers have helped women and men lose weight for like 40 years or something crazy like that.
Craig been around a
And
long
both
time.
of them identified in their point system that fresh fruits and vegetables are both 0 points, because it means the more you have them, the more weight you lose.
Man.
So they have like millions of people across the entire country who can attest to this.
Right.
Over the last 40 years, they finally announced that fruits and vegetables, 0 points. And that made my food over there worth so much. Like a burger is only 3 points. You go to McDonald's, that mug is like 37, 45 points. You know what I'm saying? Like 78
I
points.
only got 20 points for the day.
Right, you can sit. You can eat 10 of them burgers. They won't even equal
3/4 of this
one.
burger and I'm going to smell the
Right.
fries.
So it's really
That's
intense. White flour and all of that stuff, and the stuff that they put in those foods, is just all.
What makes
detriment.
white flour so bad? What's the difference between whole wheat and or wheat?
I wish I had a loaf of white bread here. So white bread, they stripped everything from it. It's like whole wheat has protein, it has fiber, it's got phytochemicals that help fight cancers and digestive issues, supports intestinal motility, like all kinds of really profound things. It's a healer, and it can help you build muscle. But when the food industry found out when you take the nutrients out, the body recognizes the carbohydrate and is trying to accumulate the nutrients that it would get from whole wheat. So you can eat 10, 12, 15 times as much of it because of that structure of it being with only gluten and none of the nutrients.
Right.
And so it created the gluten issue.
That's what
Parents
Mark
eating
said,
it and kids being born from it, that's what it is.
Right.
It's the gluten. And so like people put the whole structure of wheat under that umbrella, and it's really inappropriate when you got people in Okinawa eating it all the time, all day, every day, and they live longer than everybody in the world.
Whole.
Yeah, 100% whole wheat, because the market went far. They put the word multi-grain on there to make you think that it was healthy. And it's not.
I sure did for the longest time.
It's trash.
Getting that whole
If it's
wheat
multiple
bread,
grains in it, how can it be
Then,
so?
then you'll find a one that's whole wheat that's got another thing in there that really was unnecessary. Some animal-derived thing that's a preservative to keep it. There's so many things that's out there. So that's why we serve Ezekiel ingredients,
Right.
Ezekiel wraps, Ezekiel buns, because like we don't want to serve people those things.
And what is Ezekiel
It's
products?
sprouted grains like millet and like quinoa, couscous, things like that, like oats sprouted. So it's set in water, and then it started to form a plant, and then they took it and milled it.
Thank you,
and
because we
turned
got
it
third
into
and
this-
fourth graders and they didn't know. You just
Yeah.
put them on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really profound stuff. What?
He hates when I do that.
We be talking about the kids, bro. Whoop his ass one day on one of these.
They gonna
shows.
jump me. The kids gonna jump me, and that's okay.
Yeah.
No, but what you say makes perfect sense, Chris. It does. They say you can't outwork a bad diet. What do you say to that?
It depends on your goal. Because if your goal is to be a professional football player, you can get there on bad food and do well.
Yeah.
You might not live
For a
long.
while,
Yeah,
yeah.
you might not live long, or your body may break down really quickly shortly after. But you can be a pro football player on all bad food, absolutely. Because it's just calories, and then in your work ethic,
working so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you always have these problems though. Like Adrian Peterson ate like trash his whole career.
Right.
He had like 4 ACL tears.
I was
He
just gonna say.
his skin, but the dude was like,
They
"Oh,
just
come, just come back harder, cuz!" Like, and he would just do it every time. Come back harder, like going through rehab. They like, slow down, bro. Like that's
Couldn't even tell he tore them off.
At all.
Yeah, but then you got like
That's
guys.
why the end of his career was just really bad.
Man, then did you
don't
see
think
like other guys?
just
What was the
really
bus?
bad.
Remember the bus?
Yeah,
didn't even watch
Jerome
it.
Bettis.
Jerome, you know that
I don't know
dude?
who else watched it at the end of his
You don't
career.
even watch
was it?
NFL.
I had a long time. You know what I do watch?
His career just ended.
I watch ESPN so I can talk about them Bears. But go ahead.
Yeah, his career just ended. AP's
talking
just
about AP?
ended. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just man, he really lasted. He did his thing.
He
but
did.
I mean,
My
he
apologies.
like
I was
trash.
wrong. Yeah.
But yeah, in that sense, you could. And then if you're talking about like losing weight, it depends on how bad the diet is. You know, because I got this one young man. He still eats pizza and drinks on the weekends, and he lost like 30 pounds.
Shout out.
I'm not gonna say his name.
I know who that is. Put on the root. My boy.
You know who you are. But yeah, you know, like, but it's still like, but I taught him about spinach and stuff and getting real foods. He's not doing a vegan thing. He just raised his produce intake. So
Right.
that's really what the kitchen's about.
sure.
It's not about making people vegan. It's
Right.
about, I know you're not getting enough vegetables. You know you're not getting enough beans and lentils. And you know how much people are missing magnesium and iron? Like, you know how many people take iron pills and magnesium pills and don't know that stuff actually promotes cancer development?
Because of stuff they're saying.
Because it's not
crazy.
found in the food that it comes
Especially
from,
for women.
so that
They-
you
they
can
prescribe
absorb it
women.
I crack up
appropriately.
when people tell me, I need more iron. I've been eating cereal. I go, oh, you eating metal? And they go, what? No, it's just metal shavings. And they literally calculate that. How do you process that?
Trash. That ain't even.
Shout out to, you know who you are, young lady,
crazy.
eating all that
Yeah.
cereal.
So, you know,
all
oatmeal.
that
Like,
cereal.
oatmeal. You know, you can eat oats as a bowl of cereal.
Oatmeal
It's
is
one of my favorite things too. Like just 1 minute oats, scoop of peanut butter, some chia seeds, flax seeds, ground flax seeds, hemp seeds, a little bit of honey in there, some strawberries,
Yeah.
throw a slice of banana, some blueberries in there, and pour some almond milk or oat milk in there and eat that like a cold bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
You're getting good calories, you're getting omega-3s, you're getting fiber, you're getting all these things the first thing in the morning, plus your fruits. You know, your digestion speeds up. Great calorie. That's caloric. That's high nutrient dense calories right there. So
Right.
that's one meal, you know, and so that would jump a whole curve of like difficulty for anybody.
That makes sense. So before we get, because I want to do a myth or truth. ask you some questions and you just answer real quick.
Okay.
Before we do that, I want you to know that I believe her name is Tayana Sharon. Tiana Sharon. She said, "Hi, Kris." Sorry,
Hey, girl.
man. I'm apologizing.
Yeah,
Told your
cool.
name.
Hey,
Oh.
girl.
Yeah, I tried.
Hang in there, girl.
it's
You gonna
pretty.
get there. She gonna win. Watch.
It's pretty.
She is.
Brian Shover says, even smoking tobacco converts into sugar. Jay Rose says, sugar don't go on rice on grits. Shout out. Facts.
Stop it.
Facts.
Shit, it don't.
Stop it.
Devin Vitt says something we don't say on this show.
Stop it.
And Rose say food be too good. I don't know what that
Yeah,
means.
it does. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, it's the addiction. It's the childhood
They say crack be good, too.
asphyxiation, man. It is. I mean, you know, chips.
Look how he looked at me.
Eating chips for calories, man.
That's
like,
why he shot back at me. That was his shot at me. He know junk food my problem. You know.
Do it?
It is. That's my.
Is it?
You know it. Don't act like you don't know it.
Nah, I don't know it.
My
Yeah,
problem.
junk food is my problem.
My problem used
Well,
to
portion
be,
control too, but
my
junk
problem used to be Freak Black and Milds and Jack on the Rocks.
Yeah, that was your thing?
That was my thing. Man, anybody that knows me knows that Jack on the Rocks and Freak Black and Milds are my thing.
Sweets, boy.
food. Long time ago.
Long time
I ain't
ago.
smoked
Sweets, man.
10, 13, 14 years.
Yeah.
I don't miss it.
He's like
Oh,
10,
you touch
12,
it.
14 minutes.
Yeah, the weed, yeah. I don't fuck no cigarettes in
Yeah,
there.
I
man.
gave up.
You ain't never have you?
I gave up tobacco
Never.
like early in our marriage.
No tobacco, no crack, none of that.
That's
none
good.
Of that
I
stuff.
appreciate
Keep
that.
that stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, that weed, yeah. As soon as
If
we
you
leave,
decide
yeah.
that-
When they say everything in
I'm
moderation,
rolling up.
like crack too.
In moderation?
Moderation.
I don't want to moderate none of
Well,
that.
then what else counts in that moderation?
Right.
Right? Like,
Oh,
it's
well,
all
none
kind
of
of
that.
stuff. And then a lot of them crackheads live longer than regular folks.
They
you know?
do.
So like,
Some of them do for real.
Yeah, I don't
In
know.
the same spot.
They
smoking
living
the
longer,
same
yeah,
crack.
eating the same fried chicken too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna,
Like,
I ain't
no
gonna chance
calories.
it though. I ain't gonna chance it, bro.
We not saying go Bulls today. That's the most you're gonna get.
Go
That's what
Bulls,
you
go
get.
Bulls. For
Shout
sure.
out to Miss Harden. Please quit calling me that name. So, myth or truth?
Say
Both
it
of y'all
again.
answer this.
Say
for
it
me.
again.
Don't encourage y'all. Somebody said edibles over everything. Another time for another show.
Nah.
Myth or truth? Eating healthy is too expensive.
Oh, big myth. Big myth.
What you say?
Yeah, I said it's a myth too. Cause you can make it yourself.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
And then like people got to stop buying things that on the package that say healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's like,
yeah.
well, what's in there? Oh, it's this powdered such and such, and you know, it's
For
not
$40.
even real. And it just because it's right. You know what I'm saying?
Container this big.
I know. And then it say vegan across
Yeah,
the front. And
natural,
you look at the back. Poly something something phosphor something
Polyester,
something.
polystyrene, all
That
that.
didn't grow in nature.
EDTG,
Right.
BPG, whatever.
You know what
All
that
these
mean,
crazy
man.
chemicals, bro. And it's
Right.
man, it's wild. Anyway,
Fred Houston said crack will make you forget where your table is. Shout out to Fred Houston. Tear him up. What else you got, Fred?
I think
We
Fred.
taking
I
table
think
jokes all day.
he stole my shit.
Oh,
That damn crack got to him. This my table.
that's how he lost that weight. when
Man,
all he had to
blood,
eat.
and stole my damn table on his back. Crazy.
Next one, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Everyone should follow a gluten-free diet.
Oh no, man, that's stupid. I'm sorry, that's just stupid.
You don't know.
Not yet.
1 to 7% of the population has gluten intolerance.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a really large task to even consider everybody not eating any at all. And if we should consume gluten, it should be whole wheat. It
Facts.
should have all its nutrients. It should have the fiber so that you can absorb the nutrients properly and discard things. And it should have the protein so that the body can build the muscle. It should have the phytochemicals to help support your gut flora. So if you got people that demonize whole wheat, that just means they haven't learned enough. That's all that means.
Somebody told them wrong and they listened to
Somebody
it.
told
No, I
them
mean,
wrong,
they just
that's
didn't
all it
keep
was.
going. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
one
true.
person will go like, I'm going vegan after seeing one video of somebody that kind of looked like them. And then they don't go one step further, so they stuck eating Oreos and potato chips.
He just gonna keep jabbing you with these potato chips.
Bro,
ain't he?
Sweets boy, the Oreos.
That's
I'm
what get
already
you.
knowing.
Notice I skip right past
Sweets
that.
boy. That's the only thing.
All right, we got use unrefined sugars such as honey, maple syrup, or coconut sugar in place of white table sugar.
Those are all sugars, though. I would say the best one out of those is the maple syrup. It's 100% and organic, but those are all just sugar anyway.
So what should you use in replacement of table sugar? So all you sugar fans in your coffee, this is what you should do.
Not drink coffee.
Don't drink that nasty ass shit.
What if you drink it black?
It's still caffeine.
I love it.
You know
Oh,
caffeine's
do
a
you?
drug?
Yeah.
You know that?
Stop
yeah.
it.
It affects.
You a crackhead.
It affects your hormones.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee all the time, for real.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I go through spurts. I drink coffee for 2 or 3
On
weeks,
occasion is
and then I
cool,
don't drink
yeah.
coffee again for like 4 or
Those
5
folks-
months
I can't
most of the
People
time.
who drink it every day
No, I don't do it.
don't
every day,
even
Sean.
notice the emotional.
They can't even wake up without it.
Yeah. And
No, I'm not that
so
way at
think
all.
about that. If you're saying that you can't live without this thing that ups you, it means that you can't live with being yourself
That's true.
at all. Like at all.
Anthony Christ says no coffee.
No coffee,
No
man.
coffee.
You
But on
you think
occasion,
people,
for fun, it's
like
cool.
stress drinking or something. Think people that be stressed out. That's linked to that.
It makes you actually stressed. Though.
You need
And
more
like,
and more,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a
And,
drug.
and then people think it like calms them, and they don't realize like, no, you're just feeling the high.
Yeah.
As soon as that stuff wears off, the crash is not just the down of the energy. It really is not energy. It actually just turns off the hormone that makes you tired. It doesn't create energy at all. The way to create energy is to exercise regularly, eat a bunch of produce to speed up your metabolism. Make sure that you finish eating and drinking 4 hours before bed so that your digestive rests before you go to sleep, and then it'll send you into a deep, deep sleep, and it'll help your body recover. That's how you do it.
Say less.
So Rochelle Glenn says, "Hey, cuz, this is Keith and Rochelle. Talk to me. What up, cuz?
What up, cuz?
What's y'all? Chris, can you share the best way to plan your meals for someone who works 7 days a week like yourself?"
So I have 2 prep days because I'm a fresh eater. Like my food, I eat a lot of fruit and a lot of vegetables and stuff. And so I'll make like one big pot of something on Sunday, and then I make my time. Well, I won't be able to today, but Wednesday. Right. So a big pot of something else. Okay. And then so in the mornings, I don't need to food prep fruit.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't. I just,
Rinse it
apple,
off and eat it.
3 cuties, 2 bananas, bag of strawberries, bag of blueberries, and some pineapple. That's a regular morning for me.
Right.
And like and by not when I don't do that, I notice it. It slows me down. Right. And then most people don't do that, and so they think they have to have these meals every hour. And so fruit, really, you don't have to food prep that. I would say your biggest prep would be like making sure that you have something packed. So I carry a lunch pail. That's really just what it is. I get up early, I prep my stuff, and people got to take pride into taking care of the only body you're ever gonna have. So that's what. So when people say stuff, I don't have time, that's you literally saying what else you have going on is way more important than taking care of yourself. Right. And so if you're not getting enough sleep,
Well, looking at me, Chris, I'm down some weight since our last show. Get off me, man.
You do look good, bro. I gotta get
off me. I'm trying. You see how you keep looking at me. Look. So when you lose weight, you can just keep.
It's me.
It's
me trying not to do my habitual rib
say
punches and stuff. Actually, to be honest, we on camera. You know me. I already hit you like 15 times by now. I hit Ryan like a.
Can y'all call Peter Francis Geraci for me? Chris is trying to abuse me. I
swear to God, we be here like all the time. Quit playing.
Chris,
you need to come up here then.
No, I'm gonna do
hit that bag. Hit that bag.
You need to come hit it.
No, for real.
Full fat products equal weight gain and should be replaced with fat-free products.
I don't even know what a full fat product is.
I started this offline.
Yeah, it's really one of those things like
I don't know what it is.
Like so,
coconut.
Fat free doesn't mean that it's less chemicals and toxins.
Right.
But like an avocado has more fat than a handful of potato chips. But the fat that's in that avocado will help, make you, and then it's good for brain health too. Okay. And
someone said mushroom coffee is better than regular coffee.
Way better.
I'm glad you said
way better.
Yeah.
Like for the people who truly actually do like it for the taste of coffee.
Right.
Mushroom coffee is way better, and it gives you real actual energy.
I'm down with that.
But like most people. It ain't the taste of the coffee. Right. It's the high.
I do like the feel of the caffeine. I don't deny that. Yeah. But I drink it black. I don't put a lot of those additives.
Same here, right. If I do coffee, it'll probably be because like I worked the whole day and I wanted to take my wife out to go kick it one night after a long day at work. I might go and grab a little something. We have an espresso machine. She loves coffee. For sure. We have an espresso machine. I just pop one back or something there. But
move on.
Yeah. But drinking that stuff all the time, bro.
You can't.
There's a moderation. That's what I mean. There's moderation.
And speaking of coffee, you know somebody got an addiction to coffee when they drink it before going to bed.
Oh my God.
You know how older people will, I'm gonna give me a cup of coffee before I go to bed. That's a serious problem.
Y'all know nothing about
Yeah,
that.
I don't know about that.
So anybody who watching the show, if you got somebody over and they drink that coffee before they go to bed, something wrong.
I don't know nothing about that, man.
Man, you might as well just drink some Jack before you go to bed. What are you doing?
Before you go to bed?
I don't know why I can't sleep.
Man, 3 4 up water.
Okay, y'all ready? A detox diet will clean toxins out of the body.
That's what it sounds like.
Brum, brum, brum.
Yeah, sure. And exercise.
I hope so.
Exercise.
Look at it. I hope so.
Yeah, that's what it say. That's what it said on the
A lot of people
box.
say it though.
Well, detoxes are cool. They're good for you
Okay.
for a short period of time. But again, your body needs like food,
Yeah.
you know, so no matter what. And then also too, like you got to be careful with juice detoxes for a long period of time. So if you do it for a while each year, that is awesome. Maybe twice a year if you really eat bad.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not something you're supposed to continually do because you'll lose all of your muscle.
Y'all can say,
Yeah, your bones will get weak.
Yeah.
You know, you start getting headaches.
You get emotional, boy.
Yeah.
Man.
Can't perform for
I was
more than a
crying 'cause
minute
I was
and
crying.
anything. Like,
Stop it.
You hear me?
I don't want no detox.
Yeah, right.
This.
Day 9, I was crying.
All
Because
my
I was
energy,
crying.
man. What's wrong with you, boy?
I was crying.
Stop. Next question.
Avoid carbs if you want to lose weight.
that is
I know you know the answer.
No.
that is
No.
so
Look at you.
You
Boy.
gotta work out, boy.
Well, you a little health, boy.
I know a little bit, bro.
You know a lot of it. No lie. You do. I just
gotta-
like messing with
I
you.
gotta get myself together.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Get myself
You should avoid
together.
carbs that lack fiber.
Can you explain to me a carb that lacks fiber in comparison to a carb that has fiber? Because there are a lot of people who don't understand the difference of that.
Okay, fiber is what will be found in the structure of all produce.
Okay?
Okay.
It's what makes the orange round. It's what makes it how solid it is. Kale too, apples. It's
Right.
what makes it. And so, a carbohydrate that does not have fiber is not a fruit or a vegetable or a whole wheat or a whole grain or a
Just
nut or a
clean.
seed. It's
Simple as that.
It's a sugar. So
Right.
like you want to avoid chips.
If he, boy, we almost cut the show.
What's your favorite type of chips, bro?
Man, I'm going to break it down to you after the show.
Yeah.
I got a top
I ain't
32.
never had.
Yeah,
Top
top
32.
32.
God damn.
That was for Kris.
The sorted.
Man,
That
it's
was
so
for Kris.
silly. I make popcorn at the crib and use coconut oil and sea salt.
Yeah.
That's my chips.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Look. Yeah. Okay.
We work.
Little nutritional
I
yeast.
just told this man I'm down. Come on, man.
You slimming, boy.
Boy.
And show you get smaller.
No, not every show.
Every
I done
show,
did a little
boy.
plateau, but I got to get back.
I be doing the editing.
Shit, my people. Rochelle Glenn says, how do you gain and maintain muscle after 50 when muscles have been broken down?
It's a good question.
So you got to eat. For those who think that eating very little is enough, over years you'll lose your muscle faster than people who eat enough. A person who is very much overweight, if they lost weight, they would have so much more muscle.
Every time I lose weight, that happens. I'm
you
like
just-
a rock.
Yeah, your muscle. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're carrying the weight. But people who like Rochelle, who have never really had a lot of body weight.
Could be
And-
Keith too now. They talking together.
It's true. Keith,
Cousin Keith, that's
they
my
both real
Cousin
petite.
Keith?
Yeah, they're both real petite.
Dang, cousin called him
Petite, yeah, they petite frames, you know, and like
He finna fight me.
Shout
but
out
they
to,
gotta
shout
get
out to
more-
the medium niggas out there. You know what I'm saying? We hold it down out here.
The
Extra medium.
the mediums.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need more calories, and you got to have like high protein and high carb, natural carbs content, and you got to work out. You got to create. And the big part is like when people work out, including Rochelle, a certain kind of effort level is like something people are trying to avoid when you have to get there.
Gotta hit
people,
endurance.
people are afraid to be out of breath when that's what exercises your lungs. People are afraid to work on their legs because they're going to be sore, but it takes repeated times to reduce the soreness, and then you develop muscle. So that's the point. Like you have to get to the point where you get enough fuel, drink enough water, and then because I know you drink enough water, Rochelle, when you want to, but you got to work out in a way that builds. And you got to push resistance, you know.
Keith did
Yeah,
that.
I gotta get my cousin.
yeah. Keep good people, bro.
He is. He really is.
Let's see here. I got a couple more for us. What I got? You shouldn't eat or drink anything after 7 p.m.
He said 6
Oh.
p.m.
No, I
That's
say
just
4
sleep.
hours. I say 4 hours before bed.
That's what I did.
Because
go
like
to bed at
there are
10?
people who work overnight, and
This
there are
is true.
people who there's first shift, second shift, and third shift. So like it's kind of hard to say that
So
if
pretty
you're
much
working and not
before you go
eating.
to sleep.
Right.
Right, 4 hours before bed. Yeah.
Got you.
So
I
like
can't eat from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. I'm on a
right,
intermittent
You
fasting.
sleep.
and a lot of people do intermittent fasting. I know, and it's just another way to do a caloric deficit.
You want to talk about it real quick?
Yeah, so intermittent fasting, it's good for people who have control issues with food, who eat a lot all day.
Now look at me,
you know.
okay?
Why are you taking every look
That's
personal?
it's part of the show.
Gotta get that small female dog
You
out.
know, whoa! It was good seeing y'all. Cut the. No, go ahead. My man just cussed at me politely.
Oh man.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
You don't like
Are
that.
you good, bro? Go ahead. It's about me.
Go ahead.
I don't even know these people.
Oh man. Nah, but that's true though.
Killed my
I'm showing
train
up
of
for the
thought,
show.
sorry.
Good. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Sorry, you killed me, bro.
I don't even remember what we said. I ain't gonna lie.
You're such a fool,
Next
bro.
question.
Such
The
a
last
fool.
one I got for you,
Oh,
Chris.
the
he got it.
intermittent,
Or-
intermittent
intermittent
fasting.
fasting.
So like, in the morning, your brain is looking for natural carbohydrates. It just is. No way around it. The way humans are designed, the brain is looking for fruit carbs. Just looking for it, natural carbs. The fruit hydrates the brain. The fruit hydrates the cells. It introduces the stomach acid to something that doesn't require a lot of processing. So since you slept overnight, the pH of the stomach acid drops. And so it needs something natural to break the fast with.
Right.
Yeah.
By skipping that process and prolonging it, it puts the brain in a tough spot, and people are so busy trying to burn the calories from the day before, like lose the calories from the day before, but really you just need to eat the carbs and work out, bro. Like, just stop avoiding fruit. That is so asinine because, like, if you look at all of nature, all the omnivores and all the veg animals, the animals that were
crazy over
96,
fruit.
they eat the animals that were 96% identical to genetically. They eat so much fruit. It's crazy. Like piles of eats like 30 something pounds of fruit a day. Like, and then you get like a chimp that's like smaller than us and it still eats like 9, 10, 15 pounds of fruit a day.
Right.
So why are we so afraid of it? It's
Because it's sugar and it's been sold.
and they don't get it. Like, it's not. So carbohydrate is one word, and that doesn't make it the devil. It's how it's used, and if you use it without its fiber, then yes, it can cause negative things. If you eat it with the naturally occurring fiber, it turns into energy that your body is supposed to burn. And while people are trying to avoid physical activity and this fake plight to try to lose weight without having to perform physical activity, you are not perpetuating health at all. You're pursuing an image. You're losing muscle and losing body mass that is required in order for the body to burn fat. So that's really, you gotta eat it. You gotta have the fruit in the morning.
Last question.
Huh?
The best way to decrease your sodium intake is to stop using that salt shaker.
Shake it like a salt shaker.
Man,
like a
so
salt shaker.
yeah, but
I don't even remember the noise up there. the noise, go ahead.
that's part of it. But like processed foods, when you go out to eat and when you get microwave dinners, stuff that are pre-made, they're always full of salt. Just full of salt. Bro. Like,
That's sodium.
it's all covered in salt. The seasons. I mean, I remember this one dude told me, he's like, he don't eat anything without Lowry's seasoning salt.
That Lowry's.
Yeah,
That
Lowry's,
seasoning
bro.
Tell
salt.
the people how bad Lowry's is. Can you tell them?
Oh man.
Concentrate.
Mike Lowry?
Yeah. It's got like, they say it's got like fiberglass in it and stuff, all kinds of, it's like, I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I used to love it back in the day, but then I found out it was just like one of those things they threw in the black community that people just really went far with.
Yeah.
Just a lot of negatives to it. So I try to mimic it and make my own method with like paprika and stuff like smoked paprika and spices and make my own seasonings.
But you can get the same flavor without the harsh.
Similar flavor. There's an additive in there
It's needed to get there?
Yeah, and it's awful for you too.
Crack cocaine. That's what they use at Poor Boys. That's how they be.
Man, they got to.
Shout out to my
Man, how the city go crazy for
My
that
guy
shit.
owns Poor Boy. That's my boy.
Okay, ain't gonna
Yeah.
go to your boy no more. That's for him. I got one more. I apologize. I didn't scroll down. Rice and pasta carbs affect the body the same.
Moderation.
Which rice and which pasta?
I'm asking you. That's.
Like, you know,
This
I mean,
a myth?
shoot,
This
you know
a-
how much white rice Chinese people eat in China?
But when you say white rice, what do you mean by white rice?
Right.
The rice that's white.
Yeah.
That's so they just go and get enriched white rice.
I mean, they just have white rice. Like, that's what it is. It's really like, it still has the grain. It still is whole. I mean, it's still whole.
Right.
It has not the grain,
Cherry rice.
it's the word.
Cherry rice.
The molecule
Rice
in there. It's
Rice-a-roni.
it is better for
Closer
you.
to its natural state.
Yeah, like brown rice could be closer to the natural state as well, but in reality, what affects your blood sugar is your lack of working out.
In a nutshell, get your ass
it's not
up.
that diabetes runs in your family; it's that nobody runs in your family.
You got to get on up.
Right, and so like if you ate
You
rice
can't sit down.
and you ran, it wouldn't affect your blood sugar.
What's up?
Speaking
Let's eat rice
of,
and run.
You got to run.
I
You
was
got
gonna
to
ask,
sweat. You got to burn it.
is it bad to run every day?
If you're not working out, yeah. And also too, you want to have days of recovery.
For sure.
Whenever you do recovery, it should be like consecutive days. Everybody used to do the Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing, which is cool, you know. But it's good to have 2 straight days of rest so your body fully recovers.
Hell yeah, you still
And then
be
when you
sore.
come back, you'll have the new muscle. And also too, like we're not 16, 18, 21. You know, when you're in your early years, you can just grow muscle just sneezing hard, bro. Like at this,
Bruh.
it's effort. Yeah. As you get older, it's effort based. You
all
know,
it
you
is,
gotta
yeah.
push, and that's the problem. People are like really trying to watch these food things. And granted, like if you eat a bunch of bad food, no, you can't fix your blood sugar because you're not getting the nutrients to grow the muscle. But if you're eating healthy food and you have some rice with your salmon and some broccoli and kale,
Right. Shout out to green beans.
and then you
Shout
went and worked out,
Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna have diabetes if you do that regularly. Okay. If you do that and you're working out, that little nonsense about being on a treadmill and only walking and calling that your cardio ain't cardio, bro. Because you're not out of breath. You got to get out of breath. Turn that incline up so you're like.
You gotta push. A lot of people don't like that.
Or
push,
have broke Dusty run behind you when you try
Man,
to
a
train
lot of people,
3K.
man, and was mad as hell.
Hey, it's a
was
joke.
mad as hell. No, you ain't joking. You was mad.
Bruh, it's because I was
mad and happy
old
at the
people
same
down.
time.
Almost
man.
fell over. That's
You gotta
another
be
story.
Get out of breath. Get out of
Yeah,
breath.
on
Shit,
his
and
ass.
thank you. What you talking about?
On your ass. I don't give a fuck
He
what
wasn't there for
you
that
talking
3K.
about. Kel,
And
what
I
you
did
talking
it before I
about,
seen
man?
him.
On your ass.
Wow.
Boy, I chop.
Boy. Boy.
Anthony Craig Sr. said you got to run. It's hard for him. All right. So again, name of the restaurant.
Binge. Bridging Earth's nutritional gaps.
Hours and location.
12 p.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays.
In the motherfucking mall, man.
This
We in the
one
mall.
real smooth.
Yeah.
I feel like we ain't even been here long.
You
On the
don't.
balls.
But I
We
know. I
appreciate
bet
you,
you if
man.
you look on that phone, we've been here for a little while.
It's about an hour or something.
Because it was a little time I added before we started. So
We good though. Definitely great.
special events. You got anything
conversation, for
special coming up? People could come see you at speeches. Anything you trying to do?
No, I'm not right now. I'm working on some movements,
Okay.
so I gotta concentrate on those. Shout out to the Bishop McNamara girls basketball
sure.
team.
Yeah, sure, man. Coach Sanders for sure.
Yeah, Kadeja.
KK, yeah, she cold,
Yeah.
man. She cold.
She's a real leader. And shout out to our staff over at Binge, man. Miracle Houston,
My girl.
Colin,
Dogs.
Colin the Goat,
cousin.
Jessica, the probably the best thing that's ever happened to me.
That's my dog.
And
Shout
then,
out to
you know,
y'all.
we got a squad, and then there's Noemi, our wonderful prep person who keeps everything moving.
Okay.
So we got a great squad.
You got any DJ shows coming up?
Saturday, DJing a surprise birthday party. I can't say who.
I was just gonna say, can we surprise? Can we
It's a
surprise them?
surprise. But doing that, the girls started cheerleading, so I'm gonna be at these games getting this footage.
Okay.
Shout out to K1.
Shout
We
out.
hooping K1 this year.
No, I need to focus on business.
For sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to K1. We be getting footage of them, getting the little games and stuff. So
We gotta get some interviews going on. I've been
That's
locked.
what I'm thinking, man. We gotta do like a sports center type thing.
I might be able to give you an hour.
Thinking about it
I might
for
be able
real.
to give you an hour this week.
Amen.
We'll talk about it. I'll be in
But
town.
shout out to y'all. Y'all hooping, y'all getting it in. Good image for the city, especially for the young hoopers who want to hoop. People think it's small, but that's something for they can look up to for real.
Man.
For real. So,
Everybody ain't meant to be a national celebrity, but sometimes you can do it well locally.
well, you're not yet.
So, yeah.
You know, somebody may see you. So.
Except for Devin Vent. I'm dunking on him.
Nephew!
I'm dunking on him.
Nephew been putting in work.
I bet. I'm finna dunk on him.
He been working.
I'm gonna
He's
climb.
still soft.
I'm gonna climb up like Space
Nephew!
Jam.
Soft.
He ain't been in here?
No, he ain't been in here. He's soft.
Come on, nephew.
Shout out.
We both gotta come
Any
in.
more shout outs?
Shout out to the kids. Shout out to the land.
He went first with no problem.
Shout out to all the people living healthy and all the people who trying to work
facts.
out. I always say get your ass up, but I know it's hard for some folks. But
He gonna look at me long.
get
too.
your ass
He gonna
up.
look at me
man.
long too.
Get your ass up. That's
Shout
all I
out.
got.
I got one shout out to Sean Northern.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Sound mad cool.
And then obviously my siblings, Naya, Aoife, Norm,
Shout
my
out. I
brother,
met Norm.
Shout out.
Joseph,
Yeah.
Derek. Good people, bro. We got good people.
Mine. Shout out to Derek Grant, Clyde
Yeah.
Pressure.
Oh
Shout
yeah,
out.
Chop your ass. Chop.
Boy.
and Camille.
You try to get me.
And
Shout out to Camille, your daughter.
Camille,
Shout out,
yeah,
shout
for
out.
sure.
She gonna beat us
Diamond,
up.
my niece Diamond, yeah,
Yeah.
all of them.
Shout out to
Nieces
Diamond.
and nephew, love them.
For sure. Shout out to these kids, man.
Yeah.
Kids been running. They've been doing well. These kids are a lot more exposed than we were as children, and for everything that they got exposure to, with all of the electronics and the sports, the way they thrust into the world because they can't just go outside and be kids no more. Man, shout out to the kids. As much as I play around with third, fourth graders, shout out.
Hey, and they should feel thankful that they get that opportunity because I grew up in a time where all we had was the news and newspapers
Yeah.
to believe
No,
in
for
for
real.
facts.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
You can't tell them nothing. Like, what? Hold up.
Let me go
That's
look at
not
this.
true. Oh, I
You
guess
had to-
going outside without your jacket don't make you have a cold.
You had to go to the library and go through the card to find the inside of the
All
PDF.
right,
Yeah.
bro.
Y'all all
Just
got
to
the same
get one
answer.
question
Yeah.
answered, you know what I mean?
We all got the same answer. We read it all
Yeah,
from the
bro.
same book.
No, I couldn't raise my daughter was like, nope, that's not true. Tell me what is then.
That's love. So shout out to the kids for sure.
Shout out.
Shout out to the new viewers. The show is definitely growing rapidly.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Man, y'all been showing out. All the people take time out to comment for us. Show Kris some love. Show Broke Dusty some love. We appreciate it all. If we don't shout you out in those comments, we do apologize. Shout out to Brittany Monique. My girl Brittany was in here slugging you. I think that's your uncle.
What you mean?
Martin?
Yeah?
Martin was coming. She was slugging him.
Huh?
Yeah, Uncle showing out.
Where?
He had a guy. You'll see when you get on there.
Shout out to Brittany.
But shout out to Brittany because Brittany came through like the gorilla she
Unk
is.
ass be tripping. Shout out to Unk.
Hey, but he do support us, so shout out to him too.
Shout out to
He just,
Unk.
hey, he wasn't ready for this.
We're going to get him
So-
on the show.
But you got a lot of love on here. It's been a lot of people commenting. This live is ending. That means my phone died because I'm offline.
We out of here then. That's it.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Cut the show.
Gotta get this money, bitch. Gotta get this money, bitch.